what's up YouTube? Today I'm out here at the range getting ready to run some drills, but before I do, I thought it'd be cool to kind of go over my range bag and show you guys what I have in my range bag, just to kind of give some of you new shooters some ideas of what to bring to the range. This didn't happen overnight. It's kind of over trial and error, kind of live and learn. This has kind of been a making in the progress over the last couple of years, as far as me being at the range, sometimes needing certain things, not having it, and kind of just doing research online or seeing certain videos and realizing, hey, I should get that. So again, just kind of wanted to go over it and just show you guys what I have in mind. With that being said, feel free to shoot me a comment down below and let me know what maybe I should add to my range bag, or maybe what you guys have in your range bag. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing you got to do when you go to a range, obviously, is have protection. I'm running some Walker Razors. I like these a lot because they're not too expensive, but they're quality. They're electronic. For those of you new shooters that haven't heard of Electronic Ear Pro, you have to run electronic as opposed to regular. It's just night and day. It just makes the shooting experience a lot more fun. So also, if you're doing range work with RSOs, it makes it easier, or even if you're shooting with other people, it makes it easier to hear with Electronic Ear Pros. So obviously Ear Pro, Walker Razors. Next thing we're gonna have is eye protection. I like to have this little case on the outside just to prevent the glasses from getting broke. I have had in the past them either get broke or scratched up when you have them on the inside. So just a cheap glass case on the outside. This one's gonna be from No Cry glass case. I'm also running some Walker Eye Pro. I like to keep a cloth in here, obviously, to clean the Eye Pro when I need. I also have some extra Ear Pro in case friends at the range need some, or in case my Ear Pro doesn't work anymore. So we got the Eye Pro, Ear Pro out the way. I also like to have some electric tape. Again, I like electric tape a lot. If you haven't seen any of my past videos, I'm a big believer in electric tape for the range. You can tape gear up, you can tape your cuts, you can tape your targets. Numerous perks for electric tape. I also have some liquid chalk. I am in California, so sometimes it gets kind of hot out here. When I'm running competitions especially, sometimes my hands will get sweaty on the 1911, so I like to run some liquid chalk just to add a little more grip. After that, I kind of just zip tied some hand sanitizer. Speaking of hand sanitizer when we're shooting, guys, when I first started shooting, I didn't realize how important it was to make sure after you're shooting you clean up. Lead poisoning is a real thing. Do some research if you'd like online. You definitely want to clean up after shooting though, and until then I just run some hand sanitizer until I can wash my hands. So other than that, another perk bringing to the range, being out here in California, sunblock. Obviously I'm a pale dude, so gotta have some sunblock. It's never fun getting sunburn out here too much. I also got some scissors. I got a rag. You never know when you're gonna need a rag. I kind of just run them around the scissors to make it a little more safe, if you will, having the scissors on the side. I also bring an extra bag just in case, picking up your brass, trash, whatever. It's just nice to have an extra grocery bag, some type of trash bag on the side. What else? Also got pencils and Sharpies. You can never have enough Sharpies, especially when you're at the range. Marking targets, if you don't have tape, it's always nice to have Sharpies to kind of mark your misses, write down info, whatever you need to. I also have this chem light. Obviously it's not on right now, but just in case I ever need, it's nice to be able to crack it and have some light if it's ever dark out. It also helps with the zipper, being able to open it up a lot easier. I also kind of rigged this stapler. You got to bring a stapler when you go to the range, obviously stapling up your targets. And what I did here was just kind of got an empty jar, an old medicine container or something like that, and just taped it on top, because it's been numerous times where you're taping up targets and you run out of staples. It's just nice to have extra staples while you're downrange instead of having to walk back and get extra staples. So staple gun, just kind of rigged some extra staples on top. Call me a nerd if you will for my tactical stapler, but definitely comes in handy when you're downrange. Saves time a lot having those backup staples. So let's see, after that, I also got this just in case I'm doing competitions with rifle. They like to have the chamber marked, or shooting at the range sometimes with other people, they like to have that flag in there just for peace of mind, making sure you can see you're empty. So it's always nice to have an extra flag in there just to throw in the chamber when needed. That's about it for the outside of the bag. After that, let's kind of get in the top. Alright guys, so my phone overheated.
Loser.
Sorry about that. I think I left off with the flag. That was kind of the last item before it overheated. So yeah, just a flag for your rifle. If you're shooting competition or if you have other people at the range, just to mark that you're empty. It's always nice to have one of those. Other than that, inside, I'm shooting rifle today, so I brought a bunch of rifle mags already loaded. That's a pro tip. When I first started shooting, I used to come to the range and start loading my mags. That takes a lot of time and kind of wastes time while you're at the range. So in order to avoid that, I like to load up the mags that I'm using at the house before I head out to the range. If you do end up needing to do like a low round drill, you can always just pop the rounds out of the mag if you need. So yeah, load your mags before. That's a pro tip. Obviously, since I'm shooting rifle, I brought some rifle magazine pouches as well. Also, it's nice to bring some extra ammo just in case. After that, I'm shooting, obviously I always have a 9mm on me, so I always like to keep a brass rod the same size as the 9mm. That way, if you get a stuck bullet or a stuck casing, you can put that in the barrel and kind of hit it out. It actually happened to me before at a competition. In the middle of a stage, I had to stop and had to have someone help me, and they actually are the ones that gave me the tip of keeping a brass rod in your range bag. That way you can hit it out if you need to. So some type of brass rod that'll fit the caliber you're shooting is always a nice perk to have in your range bag. Also, tape. These are like little brown circles for the cardboard targets. Nice to mark your hits to kind of make the cardboard target new, if you will. Also, a Sharpie will work, any type of tape, but I just had this, so I use Sharpies as well as tape. Some type of tape will always be nice though to have in your range bag. So I also, in case you're shooting long range, the local range I go to has a 200-yard rifle range, so it's nice to have binoculars in case needed for spotting, or if you're zeroing your scope. It's a nice perk to have some binoculars in your range bag. What else? Also, you gotta have tools to fix your gear or to fix your weapons, because obviously gear breaks, weapons go down, so always have some tools, a multi-tool, cleaning tools for your gear that you're running. So speaking of cleaning supplies, that'll go with the tools to break down your weapons to clean it, as well as backup targets. It's always nice to bring some targets to the range. You never know when you're gonna need them. So you never have enough of those. Also, another pro tip is a shot timer. Shot timers come in handy for dry firing at the house, kind of marking your progress with your speed when you're shooting. It's always nice to have a shot timer. If you're competing with your friends, it's just nice to be able to gauge where you're at. So this is a ballistic shot timer. There's other shot timers out there. I'd say the most popular one is the pack shot timer. So some type of quality shot timer. Definitely got to have that for the range. Always comes in handy. Another thing that comes in handy is a notebook. Can't stress this enough. Whether you're marking down your times, whether you're marking down your drills, or whether you're shooting long range and you want to mark down your dope and kind of gather your information, put it in here. The stuff that you run into at the range, you don't want to forget. It's always nice to write it down. It's just always comes in handy to have a notebook. So that way when you get home, you can kind of go over your notes to kind of see how you're doing. Also, if you have adjustments you need to make on your kit, in order not to forget, it's nice to write down. That way when you get home, you can do those adjustments. So again, a notebook is a huge pro tip to have in the range bag. And what else? I think that's about it. So yeah, if you guys notice anything I don't have in the range bag, make sure to shoot me a comment down below. And also, if you guys want to roast me for having too much, make sure to shoot me a comment down below. That's always fun. So I hope this video gave some of you guys that are new shooters, or just some of you guys that have been looking for ideas for your range bag, I hope this video helped. If you guys have any questions, make sure to shoot me a comment down below, and thank you guys for watching.